Baker Mayfield, a little bit weird. Football player, having a decent season, right? Yeah. He's at Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's 8-3 or maybe like 7-4.
No. I think they're basically 500.
Are they? Can you pull up what their record is? He started off having a decent season.
They were doing all right. He's having a great season.
So
they're
what's
maybe
the
500.
Record? Are they 500?
I'm going to say 5-5.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they are 500. I thought they were doing better than 500.
He kicked the Giants' butt, so.
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so they're 5 and 6. All right, let me read this to you. My apologies, Baker. I was trying to give you a shout out because I actually would like to see you have a decent season here. So Baker Mayfield sues own father, claiming he stole $12 million. Jeez. This is the quarterback of Tampa Bay, filing a lawsuit against James Mayfield, alleging James' company, Canwood Capital, transferred $12 million from Mayfield and his wife without authorization from 2018 to 2021. Claims a settlement reached in January requiring his father to repay nearly the full amount has been breached with not even $1 repaid and no response to inquiries. The lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in Texas stated defendants had no intention of making plaintiff whole and have refused even to respond to plaintiff outreaches about those breaches. The first payment of $250,000 was due on September 30th, but was never received. Mayfield accuses his father's company of obscuring information, avoiding inquiries, and providing fictional explanation. Adam, what's going on with the story here?
I mean, what a horrible situation to have your father take advantage of you for how much? $12 million
in 3 years.
For those of you that don't know the story of Baker Mayfield, and by the way, I'm walking out in streets these days, they go, hey, are you Baker Mayfield? I get it all the time.
Like you look like it.
I get it all the time. Baker Mayfield. So respect to you, Baker. Here's a guy, grows up in Texas, goes to high school, and I think he plays football at a school called Lake Travis in Austin, Texas. Doesn't get a scholarship, walks on to Texas Tech, makes the team, says, you know what, I'm not, there he is right there. I don't know if you can see a better picture. Makes the team, says, yeah, I don't really like it right here. Transfers over to Oklahoma, spends a few years there. Boom, few years later, wins the Heisman. Best player in the country. Boom, Oklahoma. NFL draft comes around. He doesn't get drafted first round. He doesn't get drafted top 10.
Browns.
Number 1 overall pick. My doppelganger over here, Baker Mayfield. Boom, goes to the Cleveland Browns. Sorriest team in the NFL. Rookie year, breaks the NFL touchdown record. Throws the most amount of touchdowns for a rookie in his first season. Takes the dog pound Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in what felt like 100 years. Everyone's loving Baker. Everyone's loving what he's doing in Cleveland. There he is, my little twin brother right there. Basically, that's in 2018, ends their playoff drought. A couple of years going in and out of the league, basically says Cleveland ain't it for me, ends up in Carolina, one of the worst franchises these days, spends half a season with the Rams. Boom. Next thing you know, Tom Brady retires. They end up picking him up. He ends up doing a great job, ends up signing a $50 million a year contract, I believe. No, sorry. $50 million is what he's already earned. He signs a three-year, $115 million contract. So here's this dude going around the league. This is a message here. You start off, not even a scholarship, walk on, a few years later, you're winning the Heisman, number 1 overall pick. You're basically taking Tom Brady's job, and now you're a top 10 quarterback in the league. During all this, you're going to have your fans, you're going to have your haters. Behind the scenes, your dad is just embezzling millions
what a point.
of dollars from you. You're going, like, if you're an NFL quarterback, by the way, there's no other position in all of sports that is more important than the NFL quarterback. You have your doubters, you have your naysayers, you have your haters. Unbelievable. But he beat Vinny's team last week. He beat the New York Giants. And what did he do? He did one of these things to your boy Tommy DeVito. Hey, no.
How you doing?
How you
So
doing
why'd you
over
do
here?
that? So I've seen him do it, and I just kind of decided to do it myself. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking.
The reason I like this guy's story, other than the fact that he's ridiculously good looking. I mean, hello, come on.
I mean,
people hated on him. They doubted him. They said he wasn't going to do anything. He's made, $100 million almost in his career right now. From walk-on to Heisman winner to number 1 draft pick. Are you kidding me? And beyond all that, his father is embezzling money. Unbelievable. Horrible story, but someone like this is going to bounce back because he's a winner.
I have a really quick, funny story. So Rob, it's on Instagram, but I'll send it to Rob. So I'm working security because, I mean, obviously I'm huge. I'm at the door. He comes in. This is in North Hollywood. I don't even say the place. He's in there. He's in there with his fiance.
What year is this?
This is right. He's about to get drafted. He's going through that
So
whole
2017, basically.
2017. He's going through that.
They got you as the bouncer.
I'm the door guy checking IDs, but trust me, I have hilarious stories. But anyway, so he comes in and he's chilling, and then he's like, I hear something. It's his fiance's birthday, but they don't have anything. He asked if there's any cake or any. We didn't have anything like that.
Yeah.
So I leave my post, Adam, and I sprint down the street. We're talking about reasonable hospitality. There's a Ralph's down the street. I go and I buy a whole thing of cupcakes. I put birthday candles and I light it, and we sing happy birthday to him. Pat, this guy's face was like this. He's like, what the, did you just, are you? Gets his number. I contacted him, and then we've been chill ever since.
Baker,
and then
this whole time.
And then he signs his contract, and his dad's taking $12 million, which, by the way, it's weird, this $12 million number. Daryl McCauley, who's Dane Cook's half-brother, you talked about this, from 2004 and 2008, stole $12 million. It's like a really round number that everybody just keeps stealing from their family
I was with
members.
Dane Cook not too long ago. But Baker Mayfield, shout out to this guy.
He's a stud.
Bouncing back
Stud. He's a
despite
stud.
all this.
By the way, despite all of that, and he's doing that, you got to respect the fact that he's keeping it. Did you have some comments on this, Tom Baker?
Yes, there's something very, very funny that happened. And I don't remember, I wish I could remember what athlete, but I remember reading this long ago. So there's this dispute about the parents, right, taking the money and everything. And apparently what the athlete, this was a female athlete, and what she did is she said, I'd like to drop the suit. And because they identified all the money, apparently, Pat, they found all the transfers, so they knew the money, and it was like a couple $1 million. Now, think about what happens. I'm dropping my suit. I think I was mistaken. I remembered now. I gave it to my dad. It was a gift, and we've reported it to the IRS.
Say that again.
What?
Her parents apparently had taken a couple $1 million from her on like dancing and acting, and they ends up in the suit, and there's all this stuff going on. Apparently her lawyer said, why don't you just recant it, drop the suit, say, oh, I remember now, it was a gift, and report it to the IRS.
Wow.
And that's what she did. So guess what? She didn't have to go after her parents anymore. The IRS is going to go, hey, you got $2 million. We want 40% of that.
40%. Wow. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I do want to give you guys an update. You guys are so crazy and powerful. Guess what? We're officially trending on Twitter. We're #7 hashtag on Twitter. Literally, it says #7 PBD Podcast. If you can zoom in a little bit, PBD Podcast trending #7. That's the power of just day-to-day people on Thanksgiving.
That's it.
And you know what? We made someone's day.
Yeah.
Thousands of people
Abby?
just wished Abby
Dear
Thanksgiving.
Abby.
Happy Thanksgiving. How respectful is
Tom's
that?
was the best.
Yeah.
Dear Abby, Scott Jennings is the only reason I watch. Happy Thanksgiving anyway.
By the way, we also got an amazing Thanksgiving shout out from the president. By the way, do you see what he said?
What?
The president
Joe Biden?
said, yeah, did you hear what he said?
Anthony
to us?
Blinken said
He
something?
he wanted to wish us happy Thanksgiving.
Happy 4th of July. There we go.
So dumb.
I love it. Well, listen, gang, it's been great spending time with you guys today on Thanksgiving. Let's see how many of you were with us the last 2 hours. Let me give you the exact number. You have to be crazy because California, we started at 6 o'clock and you woke up and you stayed with us. Yeah, you were up.
Wakey.
And committed. So, Rob, what's the number on how many stayed with us the last? Let me just kind of figure this thing out. 220,000 people that were with us this morning. May God continue to bless you. May 2025 be the beginning of the greatest years of your life. And remember, today, Black Friday, 50%. Listen, we already had, I think, 17 people that have placed orders over $500, which means I got to make 17 calls already to some of you guys. We're going to be busy. I look forward to FaceTime to many of you guys. Remember, whatever money that's being spent, for some of you that actually are comfortable saying Merry Christmas, go buy the Christmas stuff because that's moving fast. But there's 125 products on there that are on the 50% off sale that if you purchase, some people are ordering 20 pins at a time. Buying the hats, gifting it to other people. The courses, for some of you that are in business, make the investment on the courses, the bundles, because every year people ask us, Pat, are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? This happens once a year. This is your opportunity. Make sure to make that investment. It'll make you a lot more money than buying a TV or video game and all the other stuff that you'll be doing. But aside from that, while you're going through this, I think I just got a text right now that the first 200 orders, let me read this. Give me 1 second, folks, on what we were doing. Any new hat with the first 100 people will receive a Future Looks Bright mug,
Nice.
Freaking amazing. So anybody that orders a hat, if in your order there's a hat in there, you're going to get a Future Looks Bright mug. There's a bunch of different mugs on there for you to take advantage of. Go take advantage of this. Weekend just started. It really starts Friday, but those of you guys that are with us here on the podcast, you found out first. The email is going to go out to everybody for this weekend. You're ahead of everybody else. Enjoy Thanksgiving. God bless. Take care, everybody. We'll do it again next week. God bless. Bye-bye, bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.